Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. Before you pay somebody for information on insider trading, I want you to realize that you can get it from the government for free. All right, there are people who claim to be able to sell you this information, but no one can get it quicker and more reliably than the SEC, the government themselves. Except for maybe, I guess, the insiders. All right, so, they get it first because they're insiders in the company, and maybe they, illegally tell their friends and relatives about that insider information. So I guess they get it first. But after that, it's the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, the government. They get it first. And so if you're paying somebody for insider trading information that's publicly available, you're paying somebody money for something that's free, and they're just getting it secondhand. They're not even getting it first. So you can get it, quicker than if you get it secondhand. You can get it firsthand, and you don't even have to pay for it. So here you go. Here's how you do it. You go to Google or whatever your favorite search engine is, and you type into the search engine latest Edgar filings. Okay, latest Edgar EDGAR filings. All right, because Edgar is the SEC filing website. All right, and there you go. And then the one that says latest filings sec.gov, that's the right one. All right, and I'll also put a link to this in the description below this video, so you can click on that as well. All right, so that's another way to get there. All right, and there it is. And make sure it's the right one. It's got to be .gov. That's government website. And here it is. So let me give you an example of how you do this. All right. You go see this box here. You go to company and you type in the company's name, whatever. We'll just do Facebook. All right. And then see where it says form type. You type in the number 4. Okay. That's the insider trading form number. It's 4. All right. For whatever reason, that's just what they chose. Now for ownership, you see the options for ownership. You go to only. All right. So company name, make sure you spell it correctly. Otherwise, you'll have to look up the CIK number for the company on Google or something. But it's easier if you just type in the company name and make sure you spell it correctly. Form type 4, and then only for ownership. All right, and then retrieve filings. Hit that button there. Okay, and then you go down, and it's weird. You have all these different Facebooks, but the numbers are all the same. They're all the same. Doesn't matter which one. You can just click the first one or any of them. Okay, they're all the same. All right. Then you look on this blue box here, and on the left side of the screen it says Get Insider Transactions for this user. You see that? Get Insider Transactions for this issuer, I should say. Click on Insider Transactions for this issuer. All right. I know it's a number of steps, but you'll get used to it once you learn how to do this. And there it is. Here's the page. On the top of the page, it has all the insiders listed there. All right, and hey, look, Mark Zuckerberg, there he is. So you can click on, Mark Zuckerberg or whatever insider, and you could see if there's any insider trading recently for that person. Or you could just scroll down past all the names of the insiders, and you could see all the latest insider trades, regardless of who did it. And look at these. The latest insider trades are from Mark Zuckerberg himself. All right. And so generally speaking, and there are exceptions, the ones that are red are generally sales or something similar to that, or some unloading of shares in one way or another. And then the white ones are generally purchases or additions of shares in some way. All right, but there are exceptions. You'll have like conversions, you'll have exemptions, you'll have gifts. Sometimes it'll say gift. So I tend to ignore those. I'm not saying you should ignore them, but they're not as meaningful to me as the sales and the purchases. And interestingly, I don't see any purchases at all here. I see a lot of sales, though. Sale after sale, and a lot of these are from Mark Zuckerberg. All right, and as we can see in the past, in April, in the past month, it's been sale after sale after sale. He's been dumping those shares. And it says how many under transacted. Look at all these shares, tens of thousands of shares at a time. Mark Zuckerberg, sale, sale, sale. Tens of thousands. If you add them all up, it's hundreds of thousands of shares. Sheryl Sandberg also selling, sale, right? Mark Zuckerberg, it's just relentless selling here. Sale, 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 sale. Unbelievable, okay? And that's just the first page. I could click on next 80 to see the next 80 transactions if I wanted to. All right, usually there's some purchases, but here I didn't see any down there, okay? And again, if you just wanted one person, we can click on Mark Zuckerberg, for example, and see just his insider trading, and it'll show you all those sales again, going way back, way, all the way through April pretty much, okay? And you can click on the next 80 and see some more, all right? So, I will say this. As you can see, this website is a little bit challenging to navigate, all right? So, if you did want to pay somebody just to collect the information and make it more convenient for you, I could understand possibly paying somebody just to do the legwork here, and just to present the information to you in a format that's more convenient. That I could kind of understand, but again, you're getting the information secondhand. If you want it faster, just go right to the SEC website. All right, but yeah, that's the only reason I would ever pay somebody for this type of information, I guess, is just because this is not the most convenient website to navigate and to get the information from. Okay, I get that. Also, here's something you probably want to think about, is that, yes, we saw a lot of sales here, but to me, the purchases are more significant, more meaningful than the sales, and here's why. We don't know why these sales are happening. We don't know, for example, we don't know why. From this website, at least, we don't know why Mark Zuckerberg sold all those shares of Facebook stock. People sell shares for a number of reasons. Yes, he might be selling the shares because maybe he thinks there's something or knows something wrong with the company that's going on. That's possible. But insiders also sell shares sometimes just to take profits. Not necessarily anything wrong with the company. They just, when you hit your profit target, it's not a bad idea to take profits, right? Okay. Or maybe they are selling shares for tax purposes. Or maybe just to diversify their portfolio. Maybe they realized, I have too much allocated into this one company. Maybe I want to diversify, so they might sell some shares. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with the company necessarily. So there are a number of reasons why insiders sell shares of stock. So I take this with a grain of salt, as they say. But still, this is a lot of selling. I mean, this is pretty significant here. So, this could be a red flag to see something like that. Now, as far as if you see a lot of purchases here, if you see a lot of insider buying, that is more meaningful to me than selling, because people usually, almost always, purchase stock shares for one reason, because they think the stock price is going to go up. Okay, usually, not always, but most of the time. So that's pretty meaningful to me if you see a lot of insider purchasing, a lot of buying. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do that, and it's not a bad idea. I think. I cannot tell you what to do or what not to do. You have to make your own decisions, of course. But before you buy shares of a stock, why not, since this costs you nothing except a little bit of time, do a little bit of research here. Look at the insider trading that's going on. Check it out, okay? And, I'm not saying that should be the only basis, the sole basis for your investing decisions, but it could be a red flag. Like if you see something like this, you might look into it more, find out if Mark Zuckerberg has given any reason for all this selling, okay? And, it's just something to add to your arsenal of research in terms of fundamentals for a company, all right? So, hey, I wanted to try to save you guys some money, okay? I don't want you to get, I don't want you to get ripped off by anybody who's trying to sell you this information, claiming that they have something special that you can't get on your own. Yes, you can, okay? And, I want you to be a better investor, more informed, okay? So if you like this video, if you appreciate me bringing you this information, please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube and leave a comment. What do you think? What do you think of Mark Zuckerberg selling off all these shares? What do you think of that, huh? And so leave a comment, and hey, subscribe to my channel, please, if you haven't done that already, and hit that notification bell on YouTube so you can get updates whenever I put out new videos like this one. And if you want some coaching, I do offer coaching, all right, to help people put together their own trading or investing plans. And you can email me for that at davidmodell@gmail.com. Hey, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching this. I'll talk to you again soon.